What up, Fight World? It's Amin Boxing Club, man. Let's get to it. So, Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul, and it feel good to be back on YouTube, man. I'm gonna try to stay more consistent, man. But you know, I just want to say I did bet some money on Fury to win this fight. Not much money, man, but I bet a little money on it and I won. So you know, I was happy about that. You know, it's always good to win, but you know, like Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, man, I feel like Jake Paul didn't fight horrible, man, but, you know, he made excuses at the end of the fight saying that he felt flat and that he hurt himself in camp and all of that type of stuff. But, you know, to me, he looked like the same Jake Paul, you know, but once you step it up in competition, it's not going to look the same as you fighting Nate Robinson, Ben Askren, those type of guys, and Tyron Woodley. Like guys that's never boxed before, and Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren, they was like MMA fighters, you know. But man, it's different when you fighting somebody that you can't land that perfect shot on them. You know, his to me, man, when he throwing his overhand right, the right hand that he always throw, he opened his legs up more. He like spread his legs and he throw it. He lunge like. It's like once you stepping it up, man, some guy, even though Tommy Fury is not no top level boxer, bro, he can see that and he can stay away from that right hand better than Nate Robinson. It's gonna be harder to hit him than a Nate Robinson and a Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley. Plus, they was kind of like the same size, you know, about the same weight, about the same height, you know, around the same age. This is Jake Paul first time fighting of somebody that was around his age that was actually a boxer, man. So you know, man, he fooled the world when it came to he fooled the world like by thinking that he was just this huge knockout artist, but he couldn't knock out Tommy Fury. And if you look at Tommy Fury, the fighters that he fought, Tommy Fury, he was putting up with guys that had experience because they had like 100 and something fights, but they lost like 100+ fights, you know. He had like 2 opponents that lost like 100 and something fights, something like that, and 0 wins and stuff like that. So he was putting up with guys that he was supposed to beat, and he was putting up with guys that pretty much, it looked like they were just trying to get him some experience, you know, so, you know, and that he wouldn't really be put in harm's way by getting knocked out because he wasn't in there with no real punchers. You know, Jake Paul, safe to say Jake Paul's pretty sure like the best fighter he fought. And, you know, Jake Paul just starting off, he like 6-0, and this is his first time fighting a boxer. So, you know, I feel like, you know, it's levels to this, man. I remember like probably like a year ago, probably like a little over a year, Jake Paul was saying in 2 years he'll beat Canelo. And I think when he said it, though, man, it sounded like he really truly believed that, man. Because he was so hyped off of knocking out these guys, and he started to believe that he could do that against a real boxer, man. And anything possible, man. But Jake Paul in the ring with Canelo, even though Canelo is smaller than him, I believe, because Jake Paul started off at like 191 or something like that, and Canelo only fought to like 175. But like, man, that's not even a realistic, fair fight, man. Like, Canelo will wipe him out in the first round if he want to. You know, it just depends on what he want to do. But, you know, I feel like Jake Paul, I feel like Jake Paul got better as a fighter since he first started. He had a left hook that he was using that, you know, he caught Tommy Fury with like a couple times. And, you know, he also dropped Tommy Fury with a jab, man. And, like, you got to get a man props for that, man. Like, he dropped him with a jab. And he showed that he got some power though. Like I felt like Tommy Fury was probably more so off balance, but it was a clean knockdown. It was a clean knockdown, and ain't no excuses, man. Like he knocked you down with a jab, but you know Tommy Fury still won the fight after being knocked down by a jab. Now that you know he really dominated the fight. Jake Paul wasn't able to really land his money shot, you know, and he wasn't really able to land like punches how he normally could do, you know what I'm saying? So it's different once you step it up in competition, man. But you know, Jake Paul ain't taking this L too hard because, you know, he a YouTuber that turned to a boxer, and it don't seem like it really bothered him. I don't think he really care, man. He made a lot of money. And you know, he had the whole world fooled for how long he did have the world fooled, but he's world fooled. But he said he gonna fight again. And like if you think about who Jake Paul should fight next, man, I think that I would like to see Jake Paul fight Hasim Rahman. I mean, Hasim Rahman, he coming off of 2 L's. He got knocked out by, what's the dude, Tommy Morrison's son. And then he just almost got knocked out by ex-football player, ex-MMA player. And then the guy was big, and he took the fight on like a week's notice, or probably less than that. I can't really remember, but the guy took the fight short term. I think he had one boxing match before that. He was way bigger. He was like 320 pounds, and Hasim was like 200. He outweighed him by like 100 pounds. But still, though, Hasim Rahman is the boxer. He was doing good in that fight. He got tired. He started getting caught with big shots, and that fight. If the ref would have stopped that fight, it wouldn't have been a bad stoppage. He made it. He didn't get knocked out or nothing, but he coming off of 2 L's, and I feel like Jake Paul got to punch his chance to catch Hasim. I think Hasim will beat him, but hey, he can catch Hasim, man. So how will Hasim deal with Jake Paul power? You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good fight that could be made, and I think Hasim got like 12 fights or 14 fights. Jake Paul got like 7 now, so it's around the same. They were supposed to fight. It's a little bad blood, like they don't like each other, so if Jake Paul want to get back in the groove, maybe, feel like you could beat Hasim, fight Hasim. Or I would like to see Tommy Fury fight Hasim Rahman Jr., you know what I'm saying? See how that goes. So, man, but that's all I got, fight world, man. It was a cool fight. Respect to Jake Paul, because he did get better. I watched him, like not look so good at all early in his fights, and then he started to get better. He started using his jab. In this fight, he showed that he had a left hook that he was using, and he got better as a fighter, man. You got to give him props for that, man. But it's levels to this, man, and he lost to a guy that was not a high-level boxer, and it is what it is, man. Y'all drop in the comment section how y'all feel about that, man. But that's all I got, Fight World. Boxing Club. Everybody like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.